Okay, hi everyone. This is Ramona. I'm coming back at you. Okay, um, as you guys know, that I have not been well. I've had surgery and I've had to stay home a lot, and a lot of my time was spent on the internet. That could be a good thing, and it could be a bad thing too. So I think that I've just been Mrs. Cranky Pants because I've been bombarded by so many negative things, and there's some sick things on the internet, let me tell you, and it's nothing that I've been going out to search for. um, it's just some of the regular channels that I've gone through. You know how, like, if you keep watching videos, and it'll bring you to new videos and new channels, and so I'd come across a lot of things that I didn't want to see. um, One of them almost made me throw up. I was like, oh. So I think that I've just been like really cranky about just seeing certain things online, and I think I set this video so it'll be a little further down because I've noticed that, like, when I see people watching, I get a little nervous, and I lose my train of thoughts. And my last video that I just made was just like pretty much of a rant video because, yeah, I do get angry, and, I do get really passionate about certain things. But let's get right to the topic of which I wanted to talk about. Mind you, I'm not feeling 100%. I still feel very weak, and from my digestive system, and it's just, I feel just really overwhelmed sometimes. Okay, so physically, like, overwhelmed. So I might be tired, like I am now, like out of breath. I'm gonna turn this light on because son of a. Um, um. Anyways, so I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, hold on. Very annoyed. I don't know how to do this. I don't know. The light's not working. Ow! And I just smashed my finger in the drawer. Okay, so let's get to it. This is not going to be a video that brings any joy, to really anyone, but it's going to be a very knowledgeable video. I've made some videos about bullying, but I feel like I can bring something new to the table this day. I don't have that much time because I'm going to be going out. I need to get showered and stuff because today's voting day. I made a video about that. I need to get ready to go. Okay. So I have a subscriber that I'm a person who I'm subscribed to, and I really enjoy her videos, But she had made this video which was very got people very upset. She lost like over, I think, 2,000 subscribers or something like that because of this video, and I don't understand why. It was talking about a young girl named Amanda Todd, and um, Amanda Todd is a 13-year-old girl who she did what a lot of kids, even younger than 13, or even just all in your teens, preteens, teens, have done, for attention. When you're really craving that attention, when you feel like you're not been in this world long enough to know the consequences of what you do. You don't. A lot of the times we do before we think. And a lot of the times we can't think at that age because you don't have that experience of knowing what can happen when you do certain things that you do. So Amanda Todd decided that one day well, she really enjoys making videos about singing. You can see how she's a very good singer. You can see how the years of her not singing so well because the immaturity of her voice, and then as she's maturing into her voice, she sounds very beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. She just a regular teenager, just showing her skills and showing who she is personally, um, to the world on YouTube. And unfortunately, one day she's seen that she had 130 viewers, and very exciting for a 13-year-old little girl, and she liked that attention. As all teenagers do. But she made a very, very, very bad decision. And what she chose to do is pull up her shirt and flash. Don't know why she did that. I think it has something to do with what I just had explained. And because of that, it ruined her life for years to come. It got out into her school. It got to her parents. It got to everybody, and things became very, very rough for her. She was began to calling her a whore, a slut. She would have things thrown at her. She was attacked online on the daily. And one thing that I have learned, which I didn't even know that this existed. So in these chat rooms where she had exposed herself, there are grown men. I know this part, but I don't know the in-depth of what really happens. I'm very upset, like very shaky. I don't know the in-depth. I didn't know the in-depths of what it's all about and what's going on in those chat rooms. So there are grown men and grown women who are looking for these young girls or young boys who are willing to expose themselves just that one time. And what these grown men and women do, they're stalkers. They are child molesters of the mind and the body as well. What they will do is they will tell, all right, Nicholas, I'm making a video. I'll be out soon. Great. This is an important video, and now my son is like, probably gonna get more interruptions. I hear him out in the hall. So let me just hurry up and get along with this. But they will blackmail that child. If you don't continue to show me, to give me pictures, if you don't continue to flash yourself, if you don't continue to do whatever it is that I tell you to do, I have videos of you doing this stuff, and I will expose it out to your friends on your Facebook or whatever other media place that you are on. I will tell your friends, your life will be ruined. So these girls are forced to flash themselves. They are forced to masturbate on the internet. They are forced to do whatever these sick fucks want them to do. And I'm sorry that I swore. I gotta keep myself in check. They are forced to do all of these horrific things because of the sick, messed up people in the world want them to do. Blackmailing preteens, teenagers. Can you imagine this? So the girl decided, what do we tell children who are being bullied? Shut it down. Get off the medias. Shut down everything. Just shut it down. And she decided that for a short time she was going to do that. And unfortunately, one of those grown women decided they were pissed off about that. And they stayed true to their word. And they exposed this poor girl named Amanda Todd. They exposed her, and now she's getting things thrown at her at school every day. She's being attacked on the media. And as a teenager, you're just kind of like, you're hoping that for just a moment things are just going to die down and it's all going to stop, and so you kind of look and you look and you look. Maybe people are not going to be so mean to me today. Maybe they'll just call me a bitch. Maybe they'll just call me a whore. Or will they go way out and call me and make poetry of disgusting words of just killing their soul every day? They're looking and they're seeing what is it they're going to say about me today. And sure enough, she just never caught a break. They just were at her and at her and at her. At the age of 13, she killed herself. She killed herself. 13 years old. Not even kicked out of the nest yet. She killed herself because she couldn't handle the bullying. And this is a story that happened about 2 years ago. And so this was brought to my attention. And I also heard of another story about an 8-year-old who has 2 parents who have HIV. Both of their parents have HIV. And somehow the kids at school got a hold of this information. And they gave this 8-year-old child hell on the daily, the same thing. Can you imagine being shunned? Because obviously, can you imagine what these other kids were saying to this 8-year-old child? That, being shunned, being ostracized, having things thrown at them, being punched and kicked, and physically, emotionally, having their soul raped over and over every day, many times a day. What 8-year-old child can handle that? This one 8-year-old child could not. And the parents had walked in on this child to find their child swinging from the ceiling. He hung himself. This is happening on the daily. This is happening right now. Someone is sitting in their room, or they're at school getting punched in the face. I've heard so many stories about children being bullied for no reason. They didn't do anything. It's just that they have this thing about them that maybe they're too beautiful. Maybe they're too smart. Maybe there's just something about them. People just go to them and they just don't like these kids. And then they go ahead walking down the corridor and then having somebody punch them in the face and having their glasses being strewn off to the side. Can you imagine that? You're walking down the corridor, and after all the bullying that you've gotten, you're hoping that one person would just say hi, hello. You say hello to somebody, and they come up and bam, you in your face. Your glasses get strewn across the floor. These are what kids are dealing with. And it's happening more than you think that it's happening. In schools, in the playgrounds, in the homes, because what do we have in our homes? 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 laptops. We have our internet everywhere. We're always connected to. So you can't even escape in your own house. It's just these poor kids never catch a break from the onward going. And then I have seen, even after these kids kill themselves, and these bullies, online bullies, or wherever they are, they still are relentless. Oh, she deserved to die. I'm glad she killed herself. Let's throw a party. She did it. She killed herself. He killed herself. Let's throw a party. Can you imagine that all of this is happening in this world, and really nothing is being really done about it? And I listen to their stories, and I'm hearing how the police were called, and they don't take it seriously. You know, because I think that there's so many cases that the police are just dumbed down because of it. And I think that I also want to go on, and I want to say this. I want to move off a little bit off of that, the stories. But I also want to say that I think that there's so many bullying online that I see that we've become very numb to seeing other people being other people bullying. And I also know that I'm making a video. Could you hold on one second? Demetrius? Demetrius? Don't come all the way again because I'm making a video. Could you please help your brother out? Get him a bowl of cereal, get him juice, you know. Let him play the video game because he didn't even.
That's not the problem. I just need to.
Oh, okay. Well, you can't help out with that, please.
No.
I'm gonna probably have to. Dang it. My son needs me, and I really wanted to make this video. Give me 5 minutes, and I'll be there. Can you give me 5 minutes? And I really think that you should help him out. I'm sorry. This was really important video, and I'm not even going to get to scratch the surface. So like I was saying, you know, people are being really, really immune to these things. And I myself, I have, you know, I see how it's so easy to join in when people make a comment under a video, you know, and you see the strings of comments. And we are all just laughing with each other, cracking jokes and stuff like that. And I will make like a comment like, oh, this made me really LOL out loud, you know, whatever I remember saying to somebody. But then it didn't even dawn on me that maybe I'm bullying, you know, like I don't know who this person is on the other side of the screen. They look perfectly normal, but I don't know what's really going on in their world. I don't know if they just got out of a clinical hospital. It could be. Because people online, they only tell you what they want to hear, what they want you to hear in that moment. They're not telling you the real dirty in their lives, you know, the hardships in their lives. All of they're telling you is what they want to tell you. And this had nothing to do about this one video I commented on, you know, it had nothing to do with bullying. It didn't have anything to do with anything really negative. We had, you know, we were just making, you know, so I had made that comment. And when this other woman who I'm being inspired by, this other person I'm being inspired by, what's that?
Huh?
What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, help him with that, please, thanks. Okay, so I might be able to talk to you a little bit longer. I'm sorry about that. I have to attend to them. Okay, so, yeah, and she had said something. I'm talking about a girl, a woman. She's about my age, and her name is NinaUnrated. Her name is Nina Santiago, and her channel is NinaUnrated. You should go check her out. This is not all about bullying, but she's doing a segment, a big, beautiful segment about bullying. So this, you know, and she had said something to me like, sometimes the bullies in the world don't really know that they're bullying. Sometimes you fall into a group and other people are bullying, and they might be taking it as a joke, and what we might be joking together. But meanwhile, what this person, the person who owns this channel is listening, where she or he's reading through all of these comments. And we don't know what is going on. Those bunch of comments could be that one thing that sends somebody over the edge. felt really bad about that. And I felt like I didn't even know that I was adding into that. And that Nina's right. Like, think before you go ahead and start tapping away at that keyboard. Because, she is right that, a lot of the times bullies don't know that they are bullies. And we just look at YouTube channels and any other media, online media, and as entertainment. We're not really, you on the other side are not a human being. You're acting, you're entertaining. That's how I feel like a lot of people who bully, that's their mentality, and they don't care to be careful what they say. They don't care to be careful about the human on the other side of this laptop that we're talking about. So that's one kind of bullying. And then we have the ones that are all out and out, just really, really bad bullies. And what we don't understand as well is that the bullies in the world are really messed up individuals, and they're going through their own thing. They could be being bullied in their own lives. And I can completely see that happening. Maybe they're being bullied by their parents. Maybe they're being molested. Maybe in school they're being really bad bullies. And this is the only place where people don't know that about you. And so you want to share what you are as an individual. And so you go out and you kind of like want to share that burden and share it with the people on the other side of this internet. So you go and you sit on the internet and you say these horrific things like calling people a bitch and a whore, go kill yourself, do this, everything that they want to do to themselves, they tell other people to do it. Why do they do that? Because nobody wants to feel alone. Nobody wants to deal with their shit alone. Everybody wants to have some people that they can, reach out with and connect with. And sometimes these bullies, all bullies, that's what they do. They do it in a negative way instead of saying, this stuff is happening to me, help me. Help me to be a better person. Help me to be a happier person. Help me to deal with whatever shit is going on in my life. So we have those kind of bullies, and I think that that's basically all. And then we have the other kind of bullies who've never been bullied in their life, who've never had to deal with not one iota of negativity in their life. But they are surrounded by people who, but I think that we all have that need to be in the spotlight, so children are smart, adults are smart too. What gets people all riled up? What's going to make people look at you? When you do heinous things, right? The quiet girl and the quiet boy who's nice and good, they don't get any attention, do they? Do they ever get attention? They might, once in a blue moon, but who gets all the attention? The girl and guy who's causing the ruckus and the chaos, right? So yeah, we have those groups of bullies who've never had to deal with a bully in their lives, and they don't even care about you on the other side of the screen. They don't care about any of that. All they care about, I want the limelight down raining on me, and this is how we do it. Because I've learned from seeing the other bullies. This is how they get all the attention. Shit, they get videos made about them, because people get fed up. They make like I'm doing right now. They get fed up and they make videos about bullying. You even might get a call out of your name, oh, so and so, yeah, she's bullying me, and So we have those kind of bullies, But I just think that, people are just, and here's the sick part. The sick part is that, yes, there are some bullies who are not really knowing the extent of the damage of what they're doing. But then you have the even sicker sociopaths. And yes, some children can be sociopaths who know that they're killing the souls of other people out there. They know what they're doing. They know that child or that person on the other side of the screen are on the edge. Don't care. They want to be that person who just that one shove so that person will go down or cut themselves. they get a joy out of knowing that the next time I see the person making a video, oh, I see the lines. Yeah, I did my job. I got her. Yeah, so that's how I spent my 2 weeks on the internet learning about all this stuff. So I would like it. Okay, so I'm mentioning this woman named Nina Santiago. NinaUnrated is the name of her channel because I think that she did an amazing job. And now I'm going to share some of the things about Nina, which I'm not outing her. If you watch her videos, she has told not once but many times, because she really loves her kisses. Everybody has like that little label, so she calls her viewers kisses. My kisses. So she really does love people, and she really does love to take her lessons in life and try to share that with everybody else, you know. So this was like the one thing. And she had later confessed that there is a personal thing going on in her life where a loved one of hers had called her and said that either I get into a hospital today or I'm going to kill myself. And of course, you can see the pain on Nina's face. Like, it's hitting home with her, obviously. Nina had been bullied all her entire life in a very sick, fucked up way by her father molesting her. This is all out. You look at her channels, and she tells her story so that she knows that she has a lot of teenagers as followers, and she knows that, and she takes that as a gift to be able to reach out to these kids and try to give them a little light. You know what I mean? So Nina has been molested by her father for many years. She can never have kids over to the house because later on, when kids just stopped talking to her, that she had invited to her house, they had later confessed that your father came on to me. She had she lost her child, and she shared that because people have miscarried, and she wanted to share that with the world. Like, that happened to me, and this is my experience, and this is how I dealt with it, and this is all that I went through. And she shared a story so the people who lost their children as well, like, you're not alone. She got bullied for that. People laughed at her because her child died. People said, you deserve losing your child, Nina. You're a bad parent anyways. Look at you. All you do is twerk on your videos, and you do this, you know, like, bully, 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 bully. This woman has been bullied from the get-go. Like, it's crazy. And then her divorce. She was married to an NFL player, and she was bullied by her ex-husband. I guess she's still in the process of doing that, so I don't know how that goes. Maybe not her ex right now, but she's in the process of getting a divorce. And unfortunately, you know, Nina has a sister who never knew that her father had molested her and never knew of any of the nastiness, because she tries to protect her sister from any stories that happen. Because Nina and her sister, I think it's like 10 years apart, something like that. Like, really, her sister's like really young. So she didn't have the experience of dealing with the father. Nina never wanted her sister to know. And Nina never wanted her mother to know the full extent. Her mother knew that she was molested eventually, but she never wanted her mom to know the details of what her father did. And of course, with your husband, what do? You tell everything, every nuance of your life story to your significant half, you know? And because they got a divorce, all of that came out. So now her business is like, it's okay if you yourself want to tell your story. But when you have other people telling your story. It's really disgusting and dirty. And not only that, he went ahead and called up her sister and said, did all these things happen to Nina really? And then went into details and talked about the sexual acts that she and her father had to the mother. Big bully right there. Sick and nasty, disgusting people. So, and I'm telling you all of this because if there's anybody who could understand what people like Amanda Todd have had to gone through before the day she killed herself, or that 8-year-old, everything that they had to go through before they went and killed themselves, and all the people that I've never heard of their story, everything that they've gone through, she would know. She would understand. Being molested by the father, the stress that her husband gave her, and much more. She lost her baby. Like, she didn't just have a miscarriage. The baby was here in her hands, could fit right here. Like, baby could fit right there. And she showed all of that because people were writing into her and saying, I've lost my child, Nina, and I'm reaching out to her. I'm reaching out to you because I know that you care, and I know that I just need a grip. I need a light, and I'm asking you, are you my light? Help me help. And so she would receive stories like that, and that's why she shared. And then she got her big bully of a husband, ex-husband, doing what he did. So she went ahead and she made a video. And can I just say this? Like, I was going on with something about how people are getting immune to words. Stop bullying. Stop doing this. You know, words. Words are great, and they can make a dent in things and some change. Maybe in a small group of people that will grow into more and more people. You know, like, words are great, but sometimes when you just hear it again and again and again and again, you need a new way of spreading that message. So what Nina decided to do, she got like such a backlash for this, man. And I don't understand. I had asked me, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what happened. So she went ahead and she made a video called, it was called My Last Video Before Killing Myself. This video was about Amanda Todd. And Nina used her acting skills because she wants to be an actress, and she's actually really good at it. But she used her acting skills to show the pain and the anguish of where this girl's mindset, this 13-year-old girl's mindset was, how her soul was just broken down to nothing. Where she was just broken, and no help in sight. There's nobody who cared. Can you imagine just living in a black room for years? Nobody talking to you. You never even get a peek of light. You're just in a pit of just nothingness. And here you are, a feeling human being you're spreading out, but it's not ever coming back to you because the darkness absorbs, right? My kitty cat wants to be a part of the scene. So Nina wanted to show where this girl's physically and mentally and emotionally and spiritually at. And she did a really great job. It's called My Last Video Before Killing Myself. NinaUnrated by Nina Santiago. Go check it out. But she got so much backlash because, people like to, excuse me, Serena, people like to omit things. They don't want to hear like a little portion. They want to take what they want to take out of a little story. They want to take what they can take. They're not seeing the big picture. I clearly understood it. My son, my 15-year-old son, who I asked him, I was like, what did you get out of that? And I don't know if we have the same mind, but he said exactly the way what I was thinking. That there needs a new way. If she felt that there needed to be a new way of telling these people who are just on the verge of giving up or have given up. and they're dead to this day by their own hand. And she wanted to really make you see what the hell you're doing when you're on the laptop and you're just hammering away, saying, not even thinking before you're doing. And the other group of bullies that I told you about who just don't give a shit, they just want that limelight. Like, she wants you to see this is what people do when they're sitting in their room crying and feeling. They wanted you to feel. What do actors do? They make you feel what that actor wants you to feel. And she did that job really, really well. But people are like, oh, you're making a mockery of Amanda Todd's, memory, and you're just meanwhile, they're tearing Nina down, doing exactly what you should hear all these. You should look at the stream of comments if she didn't omit them. If she didn't delete them, I mean, I don't think that she would. Disgusting. You are trying to shame Nina into doing, you're trying to shame Nina in doing and speaking up for a young child. And you're doing the same thing to Nina by cutting her down to size with nastiness, like really, really disgustingness, with their words and their twisted words. And I had gone through them all, and I'm responding. Because it affects me too. Like, I'm not understanding you. Why is it that you're doing what you're doing? And I'm not cussing at them, and I'm trying to open their eyes up to make them see, like, look what you're doing. You're doing to Nina right now what people were doing to this Amanda Todd, who couldn't take it because she is a child. Children can't take a whole lot. Not this. You were trying to murder this girl's, you guys all trying to murder this girl's soul. You're doing the same thing to Nina, but you're getting angry at her for making this video because she used her acting skills to get the message across. She wants you to see exactly what it goes through, what you're doing to people on the daily when you're online. So, yeah, there's like a real problem out there, a real serious problem. Even I myself knew bullying is like really messed up. Like, come on. Not at the level of what these 2 weeks of me staying home and being on the internet and just like really hearing people's stories. Wow. Another video she made was Dear Amanda Todd that she made after my last video before killing myself, and she made a video called Dear Amanda Todd, and then she made another video which I'm going to talk to you about, and this is so important. Please spread that video around, because I didn't even know YouTube is on it, and I used to always like clown on YouTube about when it comes to these kind of things, because I'm like, they're not taking it seriously. I've seen so many things, and half and half though, because I've seen some really crazy things where videos should have been taken down, and YouTube has not taken them down. And I know for a fact that hundreds and thousands of people were commenting and reporting that video, and it still was not taken down. However, please go look at NinaUnrated. Serena, please go look at Nina's Unrated's video called How to Track, Report, Block, and Prosecute a Bully. She showed me so many things that I didn't even know. You can actually, there's some buttons. Go check out the video. You'll see for sure. But there's a way of seeing when you go to somebody's site who's been bullying you. Don't block them first, because that once you block them, you just block them and they're gone out of your life. First report them. And not only can you just report them, but you can also go down and it'll show you how to see all the people that they've bullied through the course of however long they've had that fake channel, because most of those channels are fake, unfortunately. But the good thing is that, because I used to think, oh, their channel's just going to be taken down, and then they'll go and create another one. Yes, that is true. But if somebody kills himself And come to find out that this one person who was attacking, because the person who not even thinking, the victim could have a diary at home saying, Megan T. She says one more thing to me. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna kill myself. She hates me. Maybe Megan T is in her class. Maybe Megan T is on this girl's channel now, and she's keeping a journal and a log. And you know, she's dead. The police are reading her journal. Oh, Megan T. Let's do the. And then when they go on YouTube, oh, she's reported Megan T so many times, and look, Megan T had said go kill herself. Now this girl is dead. Oh, Megan T is going down. They can get their IP address. Everything people don't know is that when you have a YouTube channel, it's connected right to your laptop, and they know where you live. They know your phone number. They know, and if you are making money off of YouTube, they have your bank details. Oh, it's so super easy to find you. And a lot of these bullies, they're not in the know about any of that. I think that if they knew that a lot of that bullying will hopefully stop. If everybody knew, and that's why I'm telling you to please spread that at least that one video, because you will see. I was just like, oh my God. And then there are keywords that you can type in under the report system, like go kill yourself. And then you'll see how not just on your channel that person's bullying you, but it will come up with all the channels that this person sits down on the daily, hour after hour, telling people to go kill themselves. Put in go kill yourself, or put in the keyword bitch. And every time that offender put in called somebody a bitch, all of that comes up, and you can report all of that. And what you can do at the end of that, this is legal stuff here. You can actually print this off and take it to the police. And it's so easy. It's easy for them because all of your personal information, where your house is, everything, your bank details, everything, they know who you are and where you're at. And it's so all they have to do, oh, that scared me. All they have to do is look you up 2 seconds, and the police will be at your door. You will get arrested. And God forbid, if the person who you are bullying, attacking, goes and kills himself, you will end up in juvenile court, juvenile jail, and you will move on to the real deal. And then you're going to realize who the hell's, what does bullying feel like? Not fun in prison. I can imagine being raped every day. Like, you have to be somebody. You took the time to call somebody a bitch over and over and over again, but you're going to learn how it means to be somebody's bitch in prison. Not fun. Okay, I'm shaking. I'm so upset. It's 11:49. So please go ahead and go check out Nina Unrated. I hope that this video was really good, and I really made some heartstrings ting, Serena. And spread some messages in this world. Spread it, because the more people know, the better. And maybe sometimes you can't reach out to the masses, but for you yourself, like I said, I myself had said a few things, and I'm thinking it's all in fun. All in fun. Sometimes I may be defending somebody, but meanwhile, the person who's the bully, I may be bullying the bully. And as I said, that bully may be having their own shit in their own life. They're being molested. They're being beaten up every day at school. Who knows? And here I am bullying the bully. And there's different ways that you can talk to people. Oh, there definitely is. I mean, I've made people cry. When I was a teenager, I didn't have to cuss. I didn't have to swear. you know the psychology of people, like you know that person, you know what buttons to press. So I've not been innocent as a teenager myself. But I also, can I just add this? And I know that people are just going to be like, oh, here you go with the law of attraction too. But I also think that, you know, I've been here long enough to know that every fucking thing that I've done in my life, it boomerangs right back at me. It may have taken 10 years it came right back to me. Everything that I've done. I can honestly and clearly say that every harm that I've ever done to anybody came right back to me for a lesson. And I've learned those lessons. Just like now, thanks to Nina Santiago, like I've learned that lesson. I didn't know, didn't even think like I'm bullying the bully, or, you know, or I'm just joking around. But meanwhile, I'm forgetting who's listening and who it's about. So I'm going to think twice before I start tapping away. And I've been doing that, thinking I've actually like written things out nice, like a comment, and I'll erase it. Like, no, that could be misconstrued, and as you know. So I am learning, and I'm hoping that you guys do the same. And so that's it. I'm going to end this by saying one thing that is off subject. For the grandparents out there, the moms, and for the teenagers who have friends, I just went to a community meeting about bicycle safety, and look at what my son won. I won this for my son. It's really nice. I don't know. I took off the tag. I don't know who made this, but it's a really nice helmet, and because he has a scooter and he also has a bicycle in my closet. There's not a lot of room in this room, space in this room, so he has a lot of stuff in my closet. So he's going to be wearing that. He is autistic, so it's like, try to make it like a fun, awesome thing to wear a helmet. It's like, how cool is that? Wow. I wish I had one. You know, I tell him like, okay, now my son's here. So, no, don't come in. Don't come in. My 15-year-old just gave him a bath. So I just want to quickly say 2 seconds, please, please, please. You know, when you see children doing things that they're not supposed to be doing on their bicycle, wearing flip-flops, shoes untied, those things can get, you know, when the child's riding down the street, you know, and they lose control of their bicycle, they can ram right into a car. You know, like if you see a child doing wheelies and popping wheelies, you know, on the speed bumps in the community, stop them from doing that, especially if they're not wearing a helmet. If they're not wearing a helmet, tell them, go to mom and dad and tell them to get you a helmet. And also, don't leave your bicycles unattended to. So many times, beautiful bicycles, expensive bicycles with I forget some of the names of the bicycle. I have them up here, but they're not coming out. But I'm like, oh my God, that's a $300 bicycle. Who's the owner of this bicycle? You know, because kids, they're like, oh, can I ride your bicycle? And so the kid goes ahead and rides the bicycle across the other side of the community, and then decides, I'm not going to ride the bike back to the owner because my friends are calling me and I want to go have big fun. So and then they just stream the bicycles all around, and then they get stolen. You know, my son got his bicycle stolen, which is really quickly and funny because I don't know. I was worried about his bicycle for some reason. I went and I bought him a bike chain because he'll go up to Stop and Shop and stuff like that, and he'll leave his bicycle unattended to. So I don't know. I had a feeling like I need to buy him a bike chain, and I bought him a bike chain. He went out. He forgot the bike chain and it got stolen. So I think that was a little intuition, mom's intuition. Oh, isn't that funny? I just bought you a bike chain yesterday and I told you to use it. You forgot it. And now today your bike. your bike got stolen. Okay, well, I love everybody because I gotta go do the mom thing. And I hope that this video, share it, or if you're not gonna share it, please share that How to Track, Report, Block, and Prosecute a Bully by NinaUnrated by Nina Santiago. And then also watch that video, my last video before killing myself. She does a reenactment. She does a reenactment about how she believes that what Amanda Todd went through moments before she went ahead and killed herself. Bye, everyone. Love you. Bye.